So the Bengals just signed 3 new free agents to their roster, and it's kind of weird because with the whole, Joe Burrow punting today, that's already weird. But we signed a punter. I don't know why. I was thinking of something to say, okay? But we have Austin, we have Brad Robbins, and now we have this guy, along with the fact that we had Joe Burrow practicing punting, pooch punting today at training camp because he wasn't throwing the ball because of getting Jake Browning a day so he could throw the ball himself, and obviously Logan Woodside and Rocky Lombardi. I don't exactly know why we signed a punter when we already have so many. Like, I feel like it's a waste of the 90-man roster. Again, I feel like it might be smarter to sign someone like Stephon Gilmore than sign a punter. We have 3 punters. Like, legitimate. And 4 if you want to count Joe Burrow. Alright, so speaking of Stephon Gilmore, did we sign Stephon Gilmore? No. We signed Nate Brooks. He is a cornerback, though. We did sign a cornerback. Check him off the list. Check off my new webcam, by the way. This is recording in 4K. I don't know why I got a 4K webcam. Guys, I told you I'm upgrading my setup. So anyway, who is this guy? By the way, the punter has never played in the NFL. He's only played in college. Last year, he was undrafted, so there isn't really anything about him. He just is, undrafted guy. Anyway, for cornerback-wise, we did go ahead and sign Nate Brooks, who played last year 1 game with the Ravens. Actually, not last year. 2020, he played 1 game with the Ravens. And in 2019, he played 3 games. Has not played since then. Kind of taking a look at his track record, he has been on different teams. He's just never seen the field. So, for example, since his stout with the Ravens, he was on Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then he got cut before the season started. He was on the Titans, got cut 3 days later. Went back to the Titans, got cut a month later. Went to the Arizona Cardinals, got cut from the Arizona Cardinals. About a year later, so he was on the team for like a year, but he never was a starter. Raiders, then he got cut 4 days later. Went to the Titans, got cut a month later. Went to the 49ers, got cut 2 weeks later. Yeah. That is the guy we signed. Now, here's the thing, right? This makes no sense, but I just thought of a reason why they signed him. My name's Ryan, too. But, other than that, I wonder how good his kick power is. Because keep in mind, guys, the kickoff has changed, right? The kickoff's completely new. So, now you don't want to have your kicker be your kickoff specialist, your KOS. You want someone who can kick off with some power, but also tackle. And when I see 6'5", 240 pounds, what I see in myself is that's a guy who maybe can tackle on a kickoff. So, again, it's just a theory here. Maybe they sign him to be a kickoff specialist, because he has that linebacker build. And also, why didn't we just sign Matt Ariza when he was available? Like, now I'm actually getting ticked off because, like, we could have signed Matt Ariza when he was available. I know this is, like, a meaningless signing, guys. It's a 90-man roster. None of these guys make the roster. But, again, it's just, like, I feel like when you make signings like this, you look back at previous events and go, we could have had Matt Ariza instead of this guy. Why didn't we get him? Matt Ariza could be a starter for us right now. This is just a depth piece. That's all this is. And then we also signed Hakeem Butler, which this guy is interesting. We made a whole entire video about him the other day, but he was a 4th round pick for the Arizona Cardinals back in 2019 NFL Draft. He actually was the UFL Offensive Player of the Year last year. He led the whole UFL in receiving yards. His biggest problem is he can't stay healthy. I said this in my video, and I'll probably just kind of repeat this whole same factor. And yes, like, again, they tried him at wide receiver, tight end. He wasn't successful. He had injury issues, IR, blah, blah. I think the reason why we're signing him is so that he can look good in the preseason and potentially get a job in the NFL. And I think this might be just one of those situations where it's like, we need a receiver who is good for Jake Browning to kind of throw to in the preseason so he can continue to get better. We're not going to put in Chase and T in the preseason unless Joe's in there. So we kind of just want a sediment receiver in preseason that is a good receiver. And it helps Jake Browning develop in preseason. And in return, this guy gets a chance to be successful in the NFL. By the way, shout out to, look at that. You see that? Right there? Bam. 5'8". Wait, hang on. Hold up. Is that... No, that's Joseph Asai. Never mind. I thought the reflection was that jersey, which is my Chad Johnson. My whole wall is covered in Bengals stuff, guys, by the way. But no, that's Joseph Asai. He needs to start doing good, by the way. Joseph Asai. But anyway... A little side note. Yeah, so that's kind of what I think this is a signing for. He's not going to make the roster. He's not. So, yeah. And apparently Patrick Mahomes is really happy about us signing him. That's another, like, big thing that they talked about was, oh, Patrick Mahomes is very happy that we signed that guy. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So, this is... interesting. Hold up. So this is this is the punter. He was a rookie out of Young University, signed with the Kansas City Chiefs as a college free agent in May, then was waived by the Chiefs in June. Obviously, the Chiefs signed Matt Ariza, which is freaking annoying because he's so good. Butler is second-year player out of Iowa State University. Oh my lordy, I cannot speak. Yeah, and we talked about him before. He was a wide receiver. And then the cornerback is this guy right here. I still will say I don't think we should have signed a couple of these guys. I think, you know what? It's depth signings. It doesn't really matter. It's for training camp purposes. It's just crazy how I think we could have got some other guys. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Joe Burrow is now our punter. We have 3 punters on the roster. We got 3 punters on the roster. Let me just say that in my head 17 times so I can really fathom that. But another day goes by, guys. Another step closer. One day closer to the NFL season. And being back. And my face is back. This video was all over the place. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.